Hey, hello there. So this is not a usual video that I do. I am doing a video response to someone who did a critique of my video, of my videos, I should say. Basically what this person did, his name is bluesage3, is he went through all my videos and he picked out sections of it where he believed that I did something wrong, and now he's punishing me for it. Anyhow, I'm just giving you fair warning so that you know what this video is about. If you want to continue to watch it, that's great. It should be entertaining. If not, I'll have my regular content back next week, and I'm actually working on a video right after this one responding to Anita Fuentes. So let's jump right in. I've just got off work. I got my coffee here, and we will watch this video together, and I'll react and we'll see what happens. This should be exciting. All right, let's go. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm going to be doing a couple of videos targeting a certain person. His name is Lyle Loken.
So, I'm stopping the video here. So, first of all, he's targeting. He's doing a couple of videos targeting me. He's not doing a couple of video response videos to me. He is targeting me. So, language is very important, and it's one of the things that I like to play with. And the use of certain words or other words can really give you insight into what drives or what motivates a person. So, I'm just pointing that out.
In a previous video, I made a comment that a certain person defriended me and removed me from some groups, and that
No, I defriended, I unfriended him, and I also removed him from one of my groups. So there's only one group.
that it kind of bothered me. Well, this is the gentleman. Now, I'm not saying that Lyle Loken is dumb. He is an intelligent person. I'm not arguing that. We have a difference of opinions, and our personalities clashed. We had a little exchange of words, and I'm going to read them out to you. In response to the video where you used another young lady's video to tell her she is doing it wrong, when you are not knowledgeable enough or experienced enough to judge another's practice, you don't even practice Wicca. Okay, you're right. I do not practice Wicca, but Wicca does fall underneath the umbrella term of paganism, and I do practice paganism. So I responded to Lyle Loken, and I told him, well, do you practice Christianity? So who are you to make so many videos featuring Pat Robertson commenting on how Christians should live their lives?
Oh man, this guy's so angry.
And his response was,
so
I correct the misinformation directed at Wiccans. Have you ever watched any of my videos? I don't tell these Christians how to practice their religion or tell them they're doing it wrong. Lol.
I'm going to spit my coffee up. I got to stop this for a second. I am going to spit my coffee up. All right. Okay. I'm better now. Let's go.
And to continue on, well, Loken, actually you have. Maybe you should rewatch your own videos. But I will tell you what, give me a couple days and I will create a video showing the moments where you cross the line. Oh, and do you have any degrees in mental health sciences? His response, if you can go through my videos and point out exactly where I told Christians they are practicing their religion incorrectly, that would be great. I do not need to have any degrees in anything to make YouTube videos. A filming degree a degree in filmmaking might help. Okay. Well, he doesn't need any degrees. Well, that's good. And I'll explain why.
All right, so I'm going to stop the video here for a second. Okay, so first of all, he admitted he is angry with me because I removed him from the Facebook group and I unfriended him. And to be honest, to be fair, I could have handled that situation better. So that is my fault. I could have handled that situation much better. I don't know if I would have handled that situation better, if his level of anger at me would be lessened. I don't know. But anyhow, on my end, understanding, looking at the situation, reflecting back on it, I could have handled that situation better. And I could have handled it more maturely, more professional. And I could have just told him, hey, I'm going to remove you from our group. I don't really think that we're a good fit anymore. Anyway, I could have handled it better. So let's back up a little bit in this chain. So just to give you some background, if you aren't familiar with this whole process, and why would you be familiar with it? Because it's been going on between he and I. He did a video a long time ago on another pagan YouTuber, and he used her image and her real name. She had a alias that she used on YouTube, and she had her real name that she used on Facebook. He used her real name with her likeness and was, basically, to a certain extent, intimidating and trying to bully this person. Again, telling her that she can have multiple wands. Whereas, how would you know if a Wiccan can have multiple wands or not when you don't practice Wicca and you are not experienced or knowledgeable with Wicca? Because there's a lot of people who are academically knowledgeable about how Wicca has evolved, but maybe they don't practice Wicca. However, there are a lot of people who practice Wicca, and they also have that experience and that knowledge. Anyhow, the point is that even Dorian Valiente had multiple wands. People can have multiple wands. They can practice Wicca, and they can have multiple wands. There's nothing wrong with that. And even if it was kind of like something you don't do, you wouldn't use the person in a video to point out to them that they're doing it wrong. You could just make a blanket statement video about, I've been studying Wicca and this is what you do and you have one wand. It would be incorrect information, but anyhow. So I contacted Blue about this particular situation and I told him nicely. I said, hey, look, I think it's not good to be using this person's real name with their image in this video because pagans today still can lose their job. They can lose their housing. They can lose family members. They can lose relationships. It can still be damaging to pagans if somebody sees their real name and likeness on YouTube. And obviously, if somebody's on YouTube, their likeness is out there. But sometimes putting their real name with their likeness can be damaging, and even they still want to have a certain amount of anonymity. So that was the first time that Blue and I crossed, and I handled it the best that I could, and I remained friends with him after that point. The second time he did this to a young lady who's fairly new to the pagan YouTube community. And he did the same thing. He used her likeness, but of course he blurred her face out, which was a good move, and he didn't use her real name, so that was a little bit of progress. In my opinion, I just saw the progress. However, this lady was very hurt by it. She really felt bad. She felt like she shouldn't do videos. She took down all of her. It really affected her. And again, Blue targeted her. He was trying to intimidate and bully this particular individual. he did not have to use her likeness and use her video to make his point. He could have made his point without targeting anyone. It's very easy to do. I've done it before. I've made my point without targeting anyone. Anyhow, so this second time was it. And I had already unfriended him due to another circumstance and removed him from a Facebook group. So I could have handled that situation better. But anyhow, so now we're talking about the situation. And I am telling him that he doesn't have enough experience and enough knowledge, and he doesn't even practice Wicca to be judging people's practice. And the way that he's doing it is wrong. He's intimidating, and he's bullying, and he's targeting people. And I told him, look, people are not going to like this. They're going to unfriend you. They're going to unsubscribe. So, I mean, there was more to this conversation than just a little bit that was right there. So he comes back and he says, well, you target Christians like Pat Robertson. And yes, I do target people like Pat Robertson, Anita Fuentes, the guy from White Horse Media, what's his name, Steve Wahlberg. These people I target. But if people find out that these people are Christians, it's not going to affect them adversely. No one's going to get fired for being a Christian. No one's going to lose their place to live because they're Christian. No one's going to get kicked out of their house because they're Christian. It just doesn't happen. But people do lose their job, lose their housing, lose their kids, get kicked out of the house, lose friends if they're found out to be practicing witchcraft or Wicca or are pagan. So there's a big difference here. Okay. So then the other thing is, I told him I correct the misinformation about Wicca, and that is exactly what I do. So he is telling me right here, he's going to create a video showing the moments where I crossed the line. And I reiterated down at the bottom, I said, Blue, if you can go through my videos and point out exactly where I told Christians they are practicing their religion incorrectly, that would be great. So he's doing a video on where I crossed the line, and I was saying if you want to point out where I told Christians they're practicing their religion wrong, that's fine. I mean, I already knew he was going to do these videos, so when somebody on my Facebook group contacted me and let me know about this, I wasn't really surprised, and my stuff is out there. People can do video responses to it or whatever. So, anyhow, let's get on with the video.
So I'd like to introduce you to the Paranoid Bar.
Why do I sound like Alvin and Chipmunk?
The way it works is, as this video goes along and the speaker says something that is paranoid, the paranoid bar is going to go from green to red. It's going to increase.
Oh.
Same thing with something that is delusional. If he's under delusion of something...
he's also fast-forwarding me through videos. So, okay, all right, whatever.
Bar, the delusional bar, and the batshit crazy bar. The way it works is, as this video goes along and the speaker says something that is paranoid, the paranoid bar is going to go from green to red. It's going to increase. Same thing with something that is delusional. If he's under a delusion of something, the delusional bar is going to go up from green to red. When either a paranoid bar or a delusional bar reaches the peak, meaning it goes all the way up, one bar of the normal to batshit crazy bar is going to go up.
Well, you see, that's pretty interesting there, Lau Loken, how you're still showing degrees of paranoia, being delusional, and even saying, creating this chart to have the very unscientific term of batshit crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're diagnosing a mental disorder. But you can't do that because you have to have a degree, in which you stated you don't have one. Because you have to have a degree, in which you stated you don't have one. Mental disorder. You stated you don't have one. Mental disorder. You stated you don't have one. Because you have to have a degree. Because you have to have a degree. Mental disorder. Mental disorder. Mental disorder. Mental disorder. Mental disorder. But you can't do that. But you can't do that. But you can't do that.
Alright, so this video that I created, the Batshit Crazy Zone, was actually the impetus behind this Batshit Crazy Zone episodes that I started creating was because these people were talking about how witches were part of the Illuminati and that they worshiped Satan and they sacrificed children and they sold their soul to Satan, and that was the only way that they could get ahead in life. They couldn't possibly get jobs like lawyers and doctors and business people because of their own skill and knowledge. They had to sell their soul to Satan so that they could get ahead in life. And there was no other way that I could describe this level of paranoia and delusion except saying it's batshit crazy. And also, in our exchange, I said, I don't have to have any degrees, but a degree in filmmaking might help. So I didn't tell him I do or I don't have any degrees. He's so fucking angry at me.
Maybe I should have labeled this particular video, I'm not a psychotherapist, but I play one on YouTube. Watch what you say about other people, and make sure that your slate is perfectly clean before you judge others, son.
Wow. Whoa. All right. Let's back up. Let's hear this again. Hold on 1 second.
I'm not a psychotherapist, but I play one on YouTube. Watch what you say about other people, and make sure that your slate is perfectly clean before you judge others, son.
Wow. He is very, very angry with me. Wow. That's unhealthy. But hey, I'm not a psychotherapist, so I'm not a psychotherapist, and I don't play one on YouTube, but I'm going to play one right now. Blue, I hope you're watching this. If you are, I want you to try and take a step back away from all of the anger and the emotion, the frustration that you're feeling. And think about what I'm going to say for a second here. We had an online relationship. It was a acquaintance relationship at the best. You and I have never ever met. We have never met face to face, exchanged words, good or bad. We had absolutely no actual relationship. There was a virtual relationship. I removed you from a Facebook group and I unfriended you. And I'm sorry that I handled it that way. I could have handled it a lot better than I did. You, in turn, are angry with me, and you created these videos. So, I just want you to kind of understand what you're doing right now. I don't really care about these videos. They don't really affect me. I'm not angry at them. If anything, they're funny and entertaining, You're definitely developing your own skill, your own style. You have a green screen going in the background there. You have the video capability. Your sound is good. So you have the capability and you have the equipment. So whatever direction you decide to go to, you're probably going to be successful in whatever it is that you want to do. Going.
bars last week. My, how did it go? Yes, ma'am. We're from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Oh, the Mormons. That's right. I'm Elder Young, and this is Elder White. Well, you two boys can just buck right off. Now, you heard me. Take that Book of Mormon and shove it so far up your righteous asses that you choke. So listening, pig fuckers. Gosh.
Oh, man.
Okay, that was a clip that Lyle Loken thought was just funny as hell, and so he had to put it up on his channel.
Yes.
You know, he is trying to say that, put forth, really, this image that he is a good, friendly pagan, that he takes care of the pagan community. And,
Wow, okay, I'm going to stop the video here. That's an awfully nice compliment. That's actually not how I view myself, but that's how you view me, so that's your perception of me. So that's a compliment. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't think it's deserved. I don't think I do anything for the pagan community. There are a lot of people who are very active in the pagan community. I am not one of them. There are people who do a great deal for our pagan community. And again, I'm not one of them. I make videos. That's what I do. And I make videos that some people agree with, and I make videos that some people don't agree with. And they're in the pagan community, and they're outside of the pagan community. So I appreciate that compliment, and I understand that's possibly what you project onto me. However, I don't feel that I deserve it. I think that it is. I think that your perception is a little skewed at that for that particular. I don't think I do that, and I just wanted to mention that. All right, okay. Anyhow,
I hear a lot of pagans complaining about how other pagans chastise Christianity, how so many pagans have issues with Christianity, and that they need to get past it. But here's Lyle Loken.
I'm going to stop the video. That's interesting. I don't know a lot of pagans, but the ones that I do know have no problem with Christianity. Most of the pagans that I know, we've even talked about, Christianity and the Eucharist and the Mass and different things. And my impression of them is that it's just not for them, and they understand that. They are not against Christians or hate Christians or anything to that extent. I think, and it's the same thing with me. It's just not for me. I just don't care for it. I've been to Catholic Mass before. I've been to, I went with my mother a couple of times to a Catholic church, and it's just not for me. It's just not something that appeals to me. And one of the reasons why I do video responses to a lot of these Christian videos is because their belief system is their measuring stick. So everything in the Bible, everything according to what they believe is the right way to live, to practice, and to live your life is their measuring stick. Any religion, especially Wicca, paganism, witchcraft, Buddhism, any religion whatsoever that does not meet this measuring stick of some extremist Christians makes that religion incorrect, lesser, or even a construct of the devil. And I'm actually doing a video by Anita Fuentes where she says not exactly this, but she claims that occultists, pagans, and witches are living a lie. So, anyhow, I just wanted to point that out. I've actually never met any pagan who has so much baggage on Christianity. I'm sure there are some out there, but I have never met one. And I'm sure they're online too, and I've never really had an exchange with them. Anyhow, let's get on with the video.
Putting up this quick little clip that somebody else made insulting Mormons.
Actually, no. Blue. The video itself is about the Mormons who are going around knocking on people's door and telling them about Jesus Christ. And how this lady says, you can just fuck right off. You soul soliciting pig fuckers. Soul soliciting. So what she means is, I'm tired of you knocking on my door trying to save my soul. That is the point of that video. That's what makes it so funny. The Mormons can do whatever they want to do, but the minute that they knock on my door and try to save my soul is when they have trespassed upon my own religion, my own beliefs, and my own property. So, now you understand. It is not insulting Mormons, it is insulting the process in which they go to save someone's soul who has to be saved in the first place. Anyhow.
You know, if I'm going to be ridiculed for stating my issues on Muslims, I wish some of your friends, Logan, would hold you to the same...
What? Let me play that again. What are you talking about?
Stating my issues on Muslims. I
don't know what he's talking about. I had no exchange with him about Muslims. I'm going to have to rewatch. I don't know what he's talking about here. And I don't think anyone's ridiculing you, Blue. What they're doing is they're telling you that you trying to intimidate and bully these particular individuals is what it is. It's intimidating, and you're trying to intimidate, you're trying to bully. And that is what they have a problem with. If you have an opinion about Muslims, pagans, witches, me, whatever, do videos on that. But don't target particular people and judge their practice when you don't understand exactly what it is that they're doing. The videos that I do are Christians who are spreading misinformation about Wicca or judging it or doing something to put Wiccans in a negative light. That is what I respond to. I don't go in and criticize their particular belief saying, oh, well, you do a Holy Communion. Well, that's just wrong. You shouldn't be doing a Holy Communion because it says here in chapter 8, Thessalonians 25:36, that thou shalt not do a Eucharist. That is not what I do. I do not criticize the process in which they practice their religion. But if they're going to claim that Wiccans are part of the Illuminati and we have to sell our soul to Satan in order to get a job, yes, damn straight I'm going to say something to that. I'm going to say, look, you batshit crazy idiot. That is not what witches do. First of all, we're not part of the Illuminati, whatever that is, and we don't believe in Satan. And how would we even sell our soul to Satan in order to get a job? And we don't have enough education and skill to work and get a good job? That is the difference.
I wish some of your friends, Logan, would hold you to the same standards. If I can't criticize Muslims, you can't criticize Christians. Got it?
Wow. Wow, he is angry. He is so angry. Take a vacation. I'm serious. Take a vacation. Relax. Maybe visit the happy part of YouTube where there's like unicorns and bunnies and kittens, and just enjoy that for a while. Go outside. It's springtime, summer. Enjoy the beautiful weather. This here, what you're doing right here, this is just, it's just static. It's all just static bullshit. It's not what you want to focus your energy on. You want to focus your energy on something else. Okay? I don't care. I'm not bothered by this. I'm not insulted by it. I find it funny. I find it amusing. But I'm concerned for your health. This right here is false reality. Go out, enjoy true reality. So, anyhow, Blue, I watched your videos. I found them to be entertaining. I wish you would have said it's a video response to Lion Loken rather than whatever it is that you entitled them. So, anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this, and blessed be.